Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today, as we have missions all over the place. One for Dr. Xavier over here. Hello. Could be Xavier, I think it is Xavier. You're back. Do you have my merchandise? I don't. I don't. Ah, a pity. Please hurry. I do need to get my hands on that merchandise. And sooner would be better than later. Now, is there something else that you need? And this is what I was expecting, actually. Yes! I have an Encephalon Next copyrighted thingy-majig. And, can you install it for me, please? Esquivel takes the purchase order from your hand and scans it over. Oh, yes, this arrived just this morning. I can certainly install it for you, but it won't be cheap. Well, I expected as much. Tell me what the damage is going to be. Well, it isn't gonna be damage because it's the normal thing. Now, I want to get some things installed. I don't actually... Ooh, look at that body expensive thing. I don't know what I'm doing here, though. And Encephalon Next, is that the one? Ooh, +2 intelligence. I mean, well, I guess we know what it does. It's not very good. I mean, it is really expensive, but it's not very good for us. And then we have the normal Encephalon. Oh, right. So it is a better version of what we had. Okay. I'd say we could go with that. Honestly, what I want is armor. So, shall I say bone lacing Kevlar. A high-tech, so the essence cost is 1.5. A high-tech alpha bone lacing uses a Kevlar coating, adds 1 body and 1 strength. So that's pretty good in and of itself, because we need that. We need the 1 body and the 1 strength. And I don't think we're going to buy more than that, so I'm just going to go with it. And we're going to get ourselves some bone lacing. I need to click over here, it's not drag and drop. It works. Let's see what else we have. A data jack. Yeah, we don't do that. We need that if we're going to hack into things, but we are not going to hack into things. Let's see. Replacement limb that adds HP. A Yamatetsu Cyber Arm Alpha Wear. It's called Alpha Wear. Huh. I don't know what that means. Yamatetsu's Alpha Cyber Limb are fresh, friendly replacements. Adds HP and adds strength as well, so I kind of want that as well. Let's go with my left arm with that, because it's cooler that way. So we spend a bunch of money. This causes essence loss. This affects the magic rating of your character, as magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is important for spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half their magic rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can also cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each point of magic lost increases the spell cooldowns by 1. It's all for spells, though, so it's not a big deal. And look at us, now we're all chromed up. Look at me using the lingo. There's a lot of lingo here in Shadowrun. A lot of it that kind of works really well with real life lingo, if you want to go that way. Anyway, it's Zach. Hey, Zach. Died, bye. It's a bye. There's nothing here. I need to, I need to say hi to people. So, tab, alt. Which one is it? I never remember. It is alt. Okay, so this is Diablo's, the Diablo style sort of highlighting. Okay, so we probably don't need to talk to Gunari. We need to tip the dancer, obviously. There we go. I don't know if that's ever gonna do anything. I suspect it isn't. We can go have a chat with Algernon and Absinthe. Or Absinthe. I'm not actually sure. Hey, Absinthe. What is up? As you approach the counter, you find Absinthe counting a bundle of antique paper money in the till. She doesn't bother looking up. Edie, do you feel thirsty? I do. Parched, in fact. It happened when you walked through the door. I could really go for a cold one. She pauses for a moment, considering. Or am I speaking with another's voice? Sometimes it's difficult to tell where I end up, or where I end and the dreams begin. Another prophecy. The last prediction that you made came true. How did you do that? You are confused. I didn't do anything. I merely related what I saw. She blinks and then looks away. What I shared with you, it was an observation, nothing more. I don't remember what she shared with me. I was, yeah, that's all I needed. Be well, Orc. Yeah, I don't remember what she said, but anyway. Algernon, what's up? Hello again, may I help you? Questions, maybe? No. He doesn't have answers for me. Well, rather, I don't have questions for him. And so, that is done. And of course... Ooh, we should talk to Cammy. And we should go over there to Tally, I think is her name. Cammy offers you an apologetic grin. Little busy right now, chum. Places to be, things to do, and all that. Absolutely. And might as well check on Malit. That's not Tally. Tally is Mass Effect, I think. Excuse me. Welcome back. What can I do for you? That's it. It's nothing. It's important to check, but it didn't do anything for me. Here we are. Might as well check with Altug over here. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the umlauted G. That's not an umlauta. What is that? No, that is an inverted it's an inverted circumflex thingy. I have no idea how you'd pronounce that on a consonant, no less. Edie, welcome back, and my congratulations on a job well done. You son of a bitch, you never said anything about a bomb. Plans changed. They sometimes do. Nature of the business. He reaches into his pocket and produces a slim plastic rod, a cred stick. Is that going to be a problem for you? I don't know. No, if I'm doing runs for you, you're the boss. The distinction belongs to my organization's ruling council. I am a go-between, nothing more. This is not a business for bleeding hearts or free thinkers, Edie. The people at the top of the ladder are the decision makers. People like you and me are nothing more than convenient sets of hands. The true purpose of the run that you just went on was to test your willingness to adapt to change. You're still being tested, by the way. If you work for my organization, you may be asked to do things that you find morally troubling. Sometimes it might even appear that we are lying to you, but you can take comfort in knowing that everything that we request of you is ultimately for the greater good. And what is this greater good? Define it for me. You can't see the big picture. I can't, either. I am, again, just a mouthpiece. The only ones who know my organization's ultimate ends are its ruling council, and they aren't in the practice of sharing information with their hirelings, but know that they are some of the most intelligent men on this planet. And they place a high priority on social order and stability, and those are good things by anyone's standards. Are they now? So, he stares you in the eye. What do you think of all that? Let's find out what I think. I have 4 options over here. First option, every client I've ever worked for has kept secrets. I don't see how this is any different. Second option, I don't like being kept in the dark, but if you pay as well as you say that you do, I can overlook it. The third option is if you're looking for a mindless goon, you came to the wrong guy. Fourth option is I think you'd better get the hell out of my Kias. I don't want to see you again. Do you hear me? Let's go with that one. He frowns and slides the cred stick back into his breast pocket. A pity. I honestly believed that you had potential. You have failed your audition. There's nothing more for us to discuss. Good day. Well, there we go. At least it didn't matter that I didn't do that first. Because again, I think I might have wanted to do that first. I don't know. Things being the way they are, that's for a different style playthrough. Or a second playthrough, anyway. People tell me that there are basically 3 optional objectives in each map that they send us in, that the Lodge send us to. And the first map is the mission that we did before. That's the first mission. It's the one that we went and punched some Nazis. Blitz, what's up? As you approach Blitz, he gives you an easy smile. Hey, Chief, what's up? Any thoughts on the last run? Nah. I figured, because you didn't come with me. In fact, I'm pretty sure y'all are not gonna say anything. Dante! Hello! How's it going? There we go. Oh, we have some DVDs. We might have something. Dietrich, what is up? Oh, something. Oh, right. We can ask about Alexander. You really came through for me, boss. If you ever need anything from me, anything at all, then you call on me. I'll come running. How's Alexander holding up? He's a good kid, that nephew of mine. Give him some time and he'll shake Stahl's programming. It might take a while, but he'll adjust to life here in the Cruise Bazaar. In the meantime, I've found a good home for him. Samuel's agreed to take him in. Oh, is that wise? Samuel's employees have no love for humanis. Most of them don't even like humans. Best thing for the kid will be to learn through immersion. If he stays with Samuel's group, he'll have no choice but to interact with meta-humans. Soon enough, he'll learn that they're no different than anyone else. First few days will be rough, no question, but he'll make it through and come out the other side a better man for it. Huh. You've done your part. It's on him now, one way or the other. He nods grimly. Dietrich does. Yeah, that's right, it is. And when push comes to shove, he'll do the right thing, just like he did with Stahl. Now, on to the other two other things. Remember what I was telling you back before we climbed into the van? Oh yeah, you were saying that the Dragon Slayer was happy and that you had been given a reward? That's right. Thanks to our, now let's not mince words, heroic actions back in that swine pit, the Dragon Slayer has seen fit to grant me his favor. His grin widens, and now I know what that means and what I can do with it. I'm listening. Well, he has seen fit to grant me a new ability. He gestures at the ground near his feet, namely this. And he casts it. I'm not sure what that is. As you watch, the spot that Dietrich is pointing at begins to glow. Lines of force spread out in a scintillating web, and a feeling of raw power suffocates your body. I've just torn open a channel between myself and the Dragon Slayer. That power that you feel is his power, pouring through the ether and into that spot. If you're familiar with ley lines, it's the same basic concept. I consecrate a patch of ground, and as long as I stand in that spot, all of my magic gets stronger. He crosses his arms and over his chest. Not bad, huh? For a buff character, where he buffs us, that is definitely not bad. No, Dietrich. Dietrich? I don't know. Dietrich. Let's go with Dietrich. Not bad at all. Pretty good, ain't it? Never heard of another shaman who could do something like this. We must have really made an impression. Anyway, boss, I want to keep fiddling with this, learning to properly control it, and I'm sure that you've got things to do as well. You take care of whatever else that needs doing, and by our next run, I'll be ready to use this. Sounds good. Take care, Dietrich. You too, boss. He actually put commas between each one of those words, which is interesting. Dietrich greets you with his familiar wry smile. Edie, what's new? I'm curious, Dietrich, why did you switch from fronting a band to running the shadows? Honestly, working the stage was getting boring, boss. Spitting and screaming at the world was fun and good when I was a kid, but it just didn't do it for me anymore. The Dragon Slayer wanted me to fight a real enemy, so I left the band behind and I turned to the shadows. I don't know. Guess I figured that'd be the best way to find one. Considering current events, I'd say that you're not wrong about that. Yeah, I guess not. Feels kind of daunting, truth be told. But it's exciting all the same. I've been looking for a worthy adversary for a while now. It's kind of satisfying having a white whale to chase. How long have you been looking for a real enemy? Not too long. Ever since I took down the last one. The last one? Of course. Might be able to sit around feeling pleased with myself if I followed the Creator or the Moon Maiden, but the Dragon Slayer ain't that kind of idol. If I'm not drinking, and I'm fighting, and if I'm not doing either of those things, I'm looking for a bigger, better fight to get in next time. He produces a small flask from his jacket pocket and raises it in salute. It's a remarkably simple code to live by. Who was this last one? Gang boss. A great big orcish bastard called the Wildschwein. Wild boar, potentially? Or wild pig. Led the local chapter of the Horde. I'd had my sights on him and his for a while. They'd hurt a lot of people, and I figured they'd pose a challenge. I wasn't wrong about that, but I took him out in the end. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Lodge? Lodge. He freezes up. Boss, do you mean the Black Lodge? I don't know, maybe. Lodge was all that I heard. Let me describe him to you, and you can tell me if what I'm saying fits. Shadowy, powerful, secretive as hell, with deep pockets and a penchant for hiding the truth. They conduct all of their business through dupes and go-betweens. He gives you a sideways glance. That's not about right. Yeah, that's them in a nutshell, yeah. Well, if it's them and whoever you're talking about, I ain't saying it is, then I'd advise you stay away from him. Stay far, far away, and whatever you do, don't take their money. If you do, they'll own you. I take it they're dangerous, then? More than you can know. Most folk don't even believe they exist. But being a shaman in Berlin has its perks. I've seen enough evidence to believe. Tell me what you've heard about them. Well, the story is that the Black Lodge is the mother of all conspiracies. Supposedly, they've been around for hundreds of years, and they've been practicing magic since well before the Awakening. Impossible, I know, but I believe it. You ever heard of the Masons, the Knight Templar, or Knights Templar, the Bavarian Illuminati? They were all puppets of the Black Lodge. None of them knew who they were working for, but the Lodge was there, pulling the strings. They always have been, and they still are today. That's the story. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know. That gives me a lot to think about. Sure thing, boss. Suddenly I could use a drink. Yeah, about that. Does that pattern ever end? Well, boss, the way I figure it, it'll end when I pick a fight that I can't win. He smiles sadly. Might be this one. Maybe the next. It'll be hard to top a great dragon. But that's the way the Dragon Slayer wants it. And who am I to refuse him? Abruptly, he turns away. That's enough talk for today, boss. Besides, you've got other things to do, I'm sure. Yeah, I do. Although I will talk to you again, just in case, to make sure that we have indeed talked to him all we can. There was 2 dialogues there in the same sort of in-between. That gives me... Yeah, that gives me hope that I didn't miss anything yet. Iger, what's up? This isn't the best of times. Come back later if you want to talk. Okay. Hey, Glory. How are you feeling? We've got a job to prepare for, Edie, she says. Okay. See what I can do here on my computer. I have one unread message. In reply to thanks. Oh, this is from Alexander. Hey, Edie. Uncle Dietrich told me that I could message you here, so I figured that I should. He probably told you that I'm leaving at Samuel's, huh? Well, that's where I am. It's different, I'll give it that much. I like that I don't get pressured to hurt people here. So that's good. And nobody smacks me around, even though I can tell that a lot of the orcs and trolls want to. And this doesn't happen when it is written. Unless, of course, they're trying to make it happen when it is written, which becomes super obvious. This only works if this is a transcript of a spoken line. But video games ignore that a lot. Video games keep writing written text as if it were spoken. And anyway, you can tell a lot about. You can tell that a lot of the orcs and trolls want to smack me around. I do get yelled a lot and called a lot of names, but I guess that making me feel bad about that kind of thing is all part of the plan. Like, life kind of sucks right now, but at least nobody is going to make me kill anyone. Uncle D says that it's going to get better, and maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, what I mostly wanted to say was thanks for not killing me back at the Humani's compound. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't. And I'm really glad about that. Thanks, Alexander. Well, I'm glad I saved scummed there, because I think a lot of players probably would do the same, honestly. There's nothing... Like, in this sort of games, when it's side quests, when it's obviously, like, little side objectives and stuff like that, missing side objectives doesn't really usually lead to a different story line that unlocks or something like that. So it's just usually better to succeed at things rather than fail. When the games are a little bit more plot-oriented, then yeah, maybe it makes sense to just go with the options, because, you know, the failures can be fun as well, especially if if they're well told. Yeah, video games just don't have that much a tradition to do that, and yeah, I felt that it was a good idea to save scum that, because I don't think that would have gone anywhere. I mean, apart from just him having to get over killing his own nephew, but whatever. Dietrich, I mean. Let's see. We have old messages. We're not going to read those. We have job openings, review, notes on completing. Let's see if we have anything over here. Pending, job, read pending. I did this already. Yeah. So, oh, no, did we? No, I think we did. Either way, I'm not accepting those jobs right now. I have other missions to run. So I can check the status of my Alice funds. It's pretty good, because those are not my funds. Those are separate. That's pretty good. And we have the Shadowrun BBS claim. A little bit of money for 114. That's not too bad. Who bought it? I don't know. Anyway, post pay data. We don't have anything to post. Let's search relevant words. We don't have anything to search for, interestingly enough. But I do want to talk to Paul over here, because he might have news for me about the DVD thing. Edie, greetings. Amsel peers at you through a battered old pair of wire-rimmed glasses. It's the same as before. Okay. Let's see if there's anything new over here, just in case. Yeah, he specifically calls it out if there's more. Okay. Now, next mission. Take the U-Bahn to the Adenau, probably. Adenauerplatz. Adenauerplatz. Sounds good. I might want to talk to Samuel about Alexander. Hello again, my friend. What can I do for you? How is Alexander doing? He is adjusting, with difficulty. Samuel shakes his head. Your friend Dietrich took a chance in sending his nephew to us. I'll do my best to justify his faith in me. Well, it's very kind of you. Very patient of you. Man, it's pretty, yeah. It's kind of like, I'm not sure, like, I've heard some stories of people who were in hate groups and then eventually got deconverted, and there's I think it's just in the U.S., but there's an organization called Life After Hate in the U.S., and there's the leader or the president or whatever of that organization gives a lot of interviews and talks about what it takes for people to get into hate groups like that, and also what it takes for people to get out of hate groups like that. And some of the stories are supremely haunting, and of course, people hate absolutely consumes the lives of the people who are in those groups, as well as the people around, like their families and stuff like that. So it's brutal. But it's interesting in this case. It's just like, now you're gonna live with all the orcs and all the trolls, and they're gonna smack you in the back of the head most likely a lot of the time. That'll teach you. But he seems to be going in the right direction. So what do we have? Oh no, that's the EZXL's lab. No, I don't. Travel to the Gesundbrunnen U-Bahn station to locate Gunnari's missing shipments. And I'm bringing my team. Let's see, Iger. Wait a minute, I can only bring one person? Iger it is. That's actually a pretty good combination there. You can see her skills as well. She has a lot of strength because she has throwing. That's not particular. Oh, that's why she has so many hit points. Oh, it's probably the body, though. Yeah, she has 6 body. I didn't mix it up, did I? I couldn't bring more than one person, right? It is a short train ride to Gesundbrunnen. You exit the subway car, stepping onto the cold, grungy platform. The place is deserted, though signs of life are everywhere. A gaping hole in the ceiling filters cool, hazy light in from above. To your right, a small plot of crops struggles to endure in the cold and the limited light of the station. Trash and junk litters the platform. Or litter, I suppose it's trash and junk. It's clear this place hasn't had anything resembling a janitorial staff in quite some time. Somewhere in this old, run-down U-Bahn station lies the entrance to Gesundbrunnen, Kies, and hopefully some leads on the whereabouts of the Ravengeister and Gunnari's missing shipment. Ooh. It sort of worries me a little bit that it does only 2 people. I mean, he made it sound like this was going to be like this big thing, and it very well might be. Okay, can I put that over there? I can. That's beautiful. So let's bring a normal one. What is that? Hyper? We don't need that. For later missions, maybe. Look at all the drugs and whatnot. It's beautiful. Jazz? Yeah, I actually don't need any of this. Grenades are good to go. Are good to have, though. Cavalier Grenade. How many do I have? How do I know? Well, I guess I only have the one. Let's go with the highest damaging one, just in case. You have karma. I do. I have 3 karma. That's not karma. That's just 3 karma. Shut up. Okay. What do we have? The old fluorescent grow lights are barely keeping the plants alive. Almost no light from the surface filters down to here, I think, is what said over there. It actually disappears. Huh. The stairwell down looks to have completely collapsed. Yeah, I don't get to read that again, do I? Trains are still going by. The grow lights. I'm not actually sure how they work. I wonder if it's just ultraviolet or something. Zoom in a little bit so we can observe the lovely art. We have a guard. We also have the end of the episode. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.